Hello and welcome to a very special edition of Aspire to Be's OneTeam Talks, where today the roles have reversed. As you can see, our normal presenter, Kath, is indeed in the hot seat. So it gives me great privilege to spend some time interviewing Kath today. I'm looking forward to this. So Kath, you are sales and marketing lead here at Aspire to Be. To someone who doesn't know much about us as a company or even sales and marketing, describe your role. Tell us what you do.
Okay, so as sales and marketing lead, my role is really to support everybody in what they do. So whether that is to promote it and market it through writing content, blog pieces, case studies, helping Joe with social media. It's all about really developing whole packages around everything that we do and making us look as good as we really are, or trying to anyway.
Nice, okay. And I suppose, where did that all start? What got your interest in that line of work?
Well, when I graduated, I went into a commercial graduate role with Tata, and it wasn't something that I'd sort of, aimed to go into. It just sort of happened, and I was in... it was really interesting because I got to do commercial roles, so the sales side of it, but also got to do some marketing as well and project management. And I just really enjoyed it. I enjoy the sort of the interface that you get with every stage of the business, because working in marketing, you need to know what's going on. And I suppose as an inherently nosy person, it really suits. It really suits who I am. But yeah, I really enjoy sort of that thinking of concepts and writing. Writing is a big part of what I do, and it's something I've always really enjoyed, and I've just been really fortunate to be able to have a career where it's been a big part of it.
Okay, obviously you mentioned Tata there, and one thing that's sprung to mind for me is the size difference, I suppose, in working in an organisation with God knows how many thousands of staff compared to us, 15, 16 of us. How have you found that difference?
It's totally different. I really enjoyed my role at Tata. It is a huge corporate entity, and I suppose there's a lot of really positive things about being part of such a huge system, but I find that working for a smaller company, you have the opportunity to make far more impact. You're not just a cog, in the machine. I find that what I do here can directly affect what it is that goes out, and what you see. I will have a hand in a lot of stuff, rather than being somewhere so huge that you can almost get a bit lost sometimes. And yeah, it's just nice. And I think you build totally different relationships in a smaller company as well. I think it's a lot more personal, which is great. Yeah, it's really good.
Okay, and the second part of what you initially said there, you got to know the steelworks industry. That must have been fascinating. But now to come into a completely different sector, obviously Aspire to Be, we cover education, business and sport. How has that transition been?
I think even though obviously it was a totally different sector, and I know a lot of weird stuff about steel that probably is totally useless to anyone else. It's more about the skills that you get. So within the roles at Tata, project management, organisational skill, all those facets of a job. It's not just about the actual product that you're working with. It's more about everything that you build around it. So all the skills that you develop as a person. And if you do it the right way, they should be applicable to anything that you want to sell, as long as you're doing it the right way.
Fascinating. Okay, so currently, what's filling up the inbox at the moment? What have you got on the workflow?
So we are really busy at the minute. Something that we are really focusing on is PLA. So that is a Welsh Government initiative where we are offering fully funded digital skills courses to businesses in Wales. And we're working alongside Bridgend College, and we are delivering those to businesses in Wales who are looking to upskill their staff or invest some time in CPD, but they may not have the financial means to do so. It's a brilliant opportunity for businesses to come on board and have those skills training and courses without having to put their own money into it. So it's really quite rewarding to be able to take that to business and help them to grow digitally. So that's a huge thing. Something else that we're working on as well is, which is quite rewarding, is the dementia project with Get There Together. So we're building a series of 360 videos where we are creating sort of situational videos for patients with dementia to help them getting back into society where they're sort of struggling after lockdown and things. So two really different parts.
That came clear that, you know, there's lots of cogs going on that form part of what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm aware of, you know, lots of other projects you've been involved in over what's coming up to the anniversary of you joining the company. Yeah. What's been, I suppose, the highlights, the achievements over the last year that you've sort of, you know, been proud of, I suppose?
I think a big part of it is how we have sort of shifted and changed our marketing to have a bit more structure. And I think when you look at us now, we've got a lot more of a strong brand identity. Mm-hmm. And I think that's working in a really tight team with yourself and Joe and Sophie. And I think the work that we've done has given us a really sort of cohesive identity that we can put out there, and I think it shows our personality, and it shows what we can do as a brand. Yeah. And for me, it's really rewarding to see how well it's doing and how good we look out there as well. So
awesome. I mentioned there, coming up to the 12-month anniversary, I remember your interview day well, fondly, if I'm honest. You came through and you were very much an inspirational person, colleague and mum for me, the particular point you said on it. And obviously today being International Women's Day, your interview very much came across as you were, you know, very driven to be inspiring to your two daughters. And that's not just in the workplace, that's in sporting achievements as well, which I know you always go on about, another medal here and another trophy here. So there's rugby. Yeah. So tell us the background with the rugby.
Okay, so I play rugby for Seven Sisters. Great team, played there for 10 years now, and I've been really fortunate to play different levels in different countries as well. But I had a cap for Welsh Deaf just before lockdown, so that was really special, and I got to do it alongside two of my really close friends as well, which was lovely. Yeah,
fantastic achievement to represent your country there. Okay, the athletic, I say very loosely to term there. There's a couple of different achievements on your CV. Let's start with the more commonly known things, the Ironman accolades.
Yeah, so I completed Ironman 70.3 last year, which nearly killed me. But I did it, and it can't have been that bad because in August you'll see me swimming in the docks out there doing the Swansea version.
Fantastic.
I must be mad, but there we go.
Yeah, I don't know about swimming out there in the docks myself.
Not with the jellies, no, I'm regretting it.
That'll be an interesting one. Now on to perhaps some of the most uncommon titles that I know you've mentioned over the past 12 months to us. There's a dragging achievement in there, and maybe a snorkeling one.
Yeah, well, I was fastest local when I did the bog snorkeling a few years ago, and I am a world silver medalist at husband dragging. It wasn't my husband I dragged around. He wouldn't play, but I did get to drag someone else's husband around. Amazing. And won a silver medal. So
world silver record holder, international rugby player. That's just
bizarre.
Yeah. Fair play. No, it's been great. And obviously the last 12 months, you're right, the way the company's marketing, branding, everything's gone up. It's good. I don't tell you often, but it's credit to you for leading that team. It's been good fun. But now it's payback time. On a previous episode of the OneTeam Talks, Kath grilled me and gave me some really tough questions to answer under the lights. So it's payback time. And no, I haven't been too brutal. And one that's just popped into my mind now, obviously you're a scrum half.
Yeah.
Would you prefer, and these are very much this or that responses here now, would you prefer getting involved at the back of a ruck in a cheeky, mischievous way, or would you rather pick up, quick, go and score the try?
I'm a bit of a scrapper.
I thought you were going to say that. I thought you were going to say get involved.
Leave the scoring to the others. I'll be there with my hands in.
I thought you were going to say that one. It just sprung into my mind. I wonder which one. Thinking, you're going to go for that one. Okay. Work. Let's keep it slightly professional here. Work-related ones. Working in the office with colleagues, or working from home and doing those calls.
I like working in the office. It is nice to work at home though, because I can have my dogs with me, and I do love my dogs. But no, it's nice to be in the office with the team. It is good.
Good stuff. Okay. I suppose that's going to be the same answer here then. So in-person meetings or virtual meetings?
I would have to say in person, but there is a lot to be said for being able to wear pajama bottoms in a meeting.
Brilliant.
It's a particular favourite. It's like business on the top, bed on the bottom. So,
nice.
Yeah.
Remind me not to ask you to stand up on a call in future.
No, don't.
Now, some days when anybody asks you, Craig most of the time, because obviously he makes the most coffees in the office.
He does, yeah.
Some days you'll have a coffee, some days you'll have a tea. Now I want a definitive answer for the chalkboard where we've got everyone's preferred drinks in the office. Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Oh, I was wrong. I thought you'd go coffee.
No, only coffee if I'm paying for it. I like the cups. I don't know. It's
Okay.
like a psychological
Nicely
thing.
leads us into the next question. Costa or Starbucks?
Costa, definitely.
Disagree. Yeah. Burger or cake?
Oh, if it's Sophie's cake, definitely a cake.
Oh.
Definitely.
Yeah, to be fair, it's not bad. Yeah.
Not bad.
Running or cycling? I was going to throw swimming, but I know swimming, of the three activities involved in Ironman and triathlons, swimming's your least favourite.
The bike is my least favourite.
Is it?
Yeah, I hate it. It's a tool of pain. I'd rather run than do anything else.
Okay, so cycling finishes bottom of the three.
That's awful. Have you seen how narrow the seats are on road bikes? It's not the
I bought
best.
a bike during lockdown, a couple £100 bike, and I think I've been out before 4 or 5 times, I must admit.
That's more than I went on my bike before I did Ironman. I went on it. No, I went on it 6 times before I did it because I hated it so much. I don't know how I got myself on the
I was
course.
going to say, that's good going to finish.
Well, it's just sheer, bloody mindedness.
Fantastic. Obviously, we support you in SA1 in Swansea Bay, a lot of the local establishments. Occasionally after a Friday shift or even on a social event.
Yes.
And there's 2 taps in particular that we frequently attend. One serving Madri,
Yes.
and one serving Moretti.
Yeah, I've got the taste for Madri at the minute, but I wouldn't turn down a pint of either.
Quite right. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Excellent. And that's my grilling.
That wasn't too painful.
Yeah, I'm not going to put that question you put to me. I think it's too harsh. And I know it'd be me as the answer as your favourite colleague. So
Well, obviously,
what
yeah.
you say, innit?
Who else is gonna run in?
Kath, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it. And I've enjoyed being on the other side of the camera, or the other side of the microphone, I should say, getting some payback. But thank you for joining us. And I'm sure if you do need to get in touch with Kath about any sales and marketing initiatives that we have out there, best way to get hold of you?
Drop me an email.
Fantastic. Thanks very much.
Thank you.